How's it, everybody? Welcome back to the Hungry Guy from Hawaii. If you're new, my name is Sean, originally from Hawaii, now living in the hot-ass state of Arizona. I'm trying to find the best spots to eat here. If you found this video, that means you like this kind of content, so please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Today I felt like I wanted some Korean barbecue, so I went to a place called Gogi or Gogi. I'm not sure which way to pronounce it. I apologize. It's located in Chandler off Dobson and the 101. This is not all you can eat, so I got what I got. It was a little pricey, so let's see if it's worth it. The first thing I got was the Spicy Pork Bulgogi dinner bento. They do have a lunch bento. I preferred to get the dinner one because it came with a little more things to try for you all. So the dinner bento comes with the meat. It came with 2 pieces of fried chicken, Korean fried chicken, shrimp tempura, some mandoo, and a whole bunch of vegetables. So let's try that out first. It comes in a pretty nice little bento box, to be honest, and it's not little, it's huge. You get a lot of food. The bento box was $21.99. I think depending on the meat you get, depends on the price, because the galbi was, I think, almost $24.99 or $27.99. I'm not quite sure. I'll leave the link in the menu in the description below. What I like to do is try the veggies first. Let's go right into the kimchi. Has a good crunch, definitely spicy. It's not as sweet as other kimchis I've tasted, so if you like the sweeter kind of kimchi, you may not enjoy this one as much as the others. This looks like tofu, sliced tofu, I think. That's a good flavor. Whatever the sauce they used was good. Let's try the potatoes. Cooked very well. Not crunchy, nice and soft, perfectly cooked potato. So I used to work at a Korean restaurant, so my judging might be a little biased. In Hawaii, there is a place called Willow Tree. That's where I worked for quite a while. So anytime I compare it to that restaurant because I absolutely love it. Let's try some of the pork. That's very good. Definitely spicy, but also a little bit sweet as well, which is the perfect combination, which is what I learned when I was working at the Willow Tree. You don't want it too spicy. You give it enough of a kick, and you have that little sweetness. It's a perfect balance. All right, there's a little mandoo here. Typical. It has been sitting a little bit, so probably could have used some sauce on the side. They didn't come with any, but it's a typical mandoo. It's nothing super special. You get 1 piece of a very small shrimp tempura. Again, no sauce, which is kind of a bummer, but it's good. I like it. I would have preferred a little crunchier. I think if I ate it right away, it probably would have been. But this isn't bad. For the price of all of this, I mean, it's really hard to beat, in my opinion. That pork is delicious. If you don't like spicy stuff, I would probably go with just, the bulgogi beef, because if the pork is this quality, the beef has to be, I would assume, is the same type of quality. No, in fact, you actually get 3 pieces of mandoo. Almost hiding. But let's try this bad boy. Korean fried chicken. Chicken is cooked very nicely. There's a crunch. It's not dry inside. It's very tender. This is a very good chicken wing. So the lunch bento does not come with those chicken wings. And that was one of the main reasons why I wanted the dinner one. And obviously the box is a little smaller as well. Whatever sauce is on that chicken wing is delicious. It looks like something similar at the restaurant Willow Tree where I used to work at. It looks very similar. It doesn't taste the same, but it's like a sweet and sour, not sweet and sour, a spicy and sweet combination. It's very good. I feel like Korean restaurants, the combination of spicy and sweet, if you can perfect that, if you can get that down, you got yourselves, I feel like that's the recipe for success for a Korean restaurant, in my opinion. Overall, I think that dinner bento box is well worth it. Well worth it. It's not all you can eat, but for $21.99, that's a full meal. You're gonna leave and you're gonna be full. Sometimes you don't have the time to go to an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue spot. I called in my order, 20 minutes, ready to go. So I went around lunchtime. It was decently busy in there, but I mean, it was pretty simple process to get my food. Next we have the Kim Chee Stew, which, fun fact, took me an hour to unwrap it in the saran wrap they put in. It was like there was buried treasure inside this thing. But at the same time, it's to prevent the spilling when you drive home, so I appreciate it. This had been sitting for about 35-40 minutes, and it is still piping hot temperature-wise. It's got Spam and pork belly in here. I've never had Spam in a kimchi stew, but I gotta say, that's a good call. Especially for, you know, people who grew up in Hawaii and you love Spam. It just adds another element to this, and it really makes it. It's not super spicy, so if you're worried about, you know, kimchi stew being too spicy, this is not that spicy at all. If you want it more spicy, I'm sure you could ask, but if you get it just as is, it's not spicy at all. The actual regular kimchi that I had on the bento, that was a lot more spicy than this. This is just, the fact that it's still 40 minutes later and it's still piping hot, that's well done by them. Delicious, absolutely delicious. I don't want to say I'm shocked by how good this place is, because I've never been, but I'm very impressed. I will absolutely go back here. I mean, I would love to try their galbi, and I would love to try their beef bulgogi. I think I found myself a new Korean barbecue spot here in Arizona. Highly recommend this place. So I definitely highly recommend this place. It's called Gogi, like Bulgogi, located in Chandler, off Dobson, near the 101. Super impressed with this. I honestly can't wait to go back and try more. It's gonna be one of my go-to spots for sure. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys next week. Shoots!